phone you have in your pocket is because of all of the diversity we've had.
Pause.
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, he let her rant like the out-of-control woman she is. Ben, you good. It couldn't have been me, though. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure that you are following me on all the platforms you see above and below, and hitting this like button is how content like this that I'm about to show you can consistently be recommended to you, and it helps push the video content out in the YouTube shadow banning algorithm world, especially one like this. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and double check to make sure that you still are, if you think that you are. Hitting that notification bell right there will allow this content like this to be pushed out to you once I post a video like this. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, and all the above, trans and non-trans and non-binomial, for formulas, binomials, this, if. I don't discriminate against any of you at all. I love every last one of you. I love you so much that I will not withhold any truth from you, okay? Whenever I talk to you, my intentions is never to hurt you when I'm bringing forth the truth, but rest assured, if you throw shots at me, I will throw them right back. Because if you throw shots at me with the intentions of hurting me, I'm going to throw them back at you with intentions of hurting you 3 times as more. Just to let y'all know that. Just kind of give y'all a little setup. So, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Shapiro went on this show, whatever, and it's like he's surrounded by everybody who is against him. So let's say, for example, if Ben Shapiro is the only conservative, everybody else is going to be Democrats. If Ben Shapiro is the only straight person, everybody else is going to be homosexual. So pretty much the setup is to have him sit down and have a conversation. Well, just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a context, the person that Ben Shapiro is about to talk to is a woman. It's a trans man, okay? It's a woman though, okay? So I'm just letting that let that soak in, because when y'all see it, y'all probably gonna be like, dude, what in the world? Yeah, this is a biological woman that Ben Shapiro is about to talk to. Well, rather, it's about to talk to him. So guys, without further ado, let's get ready to roll into this video. And warning, I am going to be pausing. So let's roll.
Wow, okay, we're going to take this chair. Look at that.
Hey, Ben.
Like a bro, my friend. All right.
How's it going?
Let's break open
first
a beer or
question,
something.
can men get pregnant?
Men cannot get pregnant.
Okay, awesome. So,
Definitionally.
definitionally, okay. Do men experience SA? Sexual assault?
Sure.
Got it. What about the existence of trans men?
What about the existence? Do you mean women who believe that they are men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
So my other question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or form?
I'm going to need more specifics on what you mean by white
Well, here,
supremacy.
let me give it to you, Ben.
Sure, please.
So I'm a transgender man.
Okay.
I've experienced
Turn the chair around because if a JJ was hurting sitting that way. No, let me stop.
SA.
Okay.
And abortion rights affect me directly. So if we're talking about the American dream that you live, why don't I have access to that? Because there's no legislation, in the history of America, that legislates a man's body. So why does mine have to be legislated?
Well, let me tell you something, ma'am. There is something that legislates a man's body. It's called when you turn 18 years old and they sign you up to be drafted. Huh? What do y'all have to say on that? In fact, since you want to play the part of being a man and looking like a man, ask the government, why aren't they drafting you? I thought this is what you want. This is about equality, right? See, I'm already laid into you. I'll stop talking, ma'am. Let me answer that for you. Already from the jump. Y'all, the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because watch how this unfolds. Or not.
Not get pregnant.
Okay, awesome. So
Definitionally.
definitionally, okay. Do men experience SA? Sexual assault?
What about the existence? Do you mean women who believe that they are men? What are we talking about here? Women experiencing gender dysphoria?
So my other question is, do you benefit from white supremacy in any way, shape, or form?
I need more.
So if we're talking about the American dream that you live, why don't I have access to that? Because there's no legislation, in the history of America, that legislates a man's body. So why does mine have to be legislated? I've got a vagina.
I'm not interested in what your genitalia are.
Clearly you are. I mean, it's all over everything you make,
no,
buddy. I'm sorry. I hate to say it to you, but
I think you can read on my
kind of an
face that I
obsession
radically
you
am
guys
not.
have.
I think you can read on my face that I radically am not. When we're talking about
No,
abortion,
I don't. I mean, you can present it here, but in most of the content that you have, you attack my community constantly. And you don't even realize guys like me exist who actually share a lot
You're not a guy.
of similarities to you and everything because
You don't have a penis. You don't have balls. You don't have a vas deferens. You don't have a prostate. Huh? You don't have that. You have ovaries. You have fallopian tubes. You have a uterus. You have a vagina.
I'm a married man of 20 years.
Married woman.
Got
I
a wife.
recognize that you exist. I disagree with your
Right.
claim
So
that you
if
are a
I
male.
was sexually assaulted, right, and I didn't have access to that abortion care, do you believe that I should have carried that child to term because
What does
I
this
was
have to-
sexually assaulted?
I mean,
No, I just want to make sure that that's what you believe. Because as a transgender man, I have seen your side of the
Ladies and gentlemen, for context, and this is no discrimination, a transgender man is a female who was born biologically a female who made the transition some shape, form, or fashion. As you can see with her, facial hair and everything like that. As a biological woman, she has facial hair and everything like that. She identifies as a man. This is context. This is no hate. This is just the truth.
entire political debate, never ever having the conversation of what an American freedom is. Because why am I not allowed to live my American freedom as a man? You know, I mean, you get your choice as a man to live and free.
I would like her to explain what does she mean by living her life as an American man.
You're really moving around terminology very wildly here.
And so are you, because that's the tactics you play in your game. And you've done it the entire time. You've jumped from one subject to the next. You speak so fast, and I know how you work. So how does it feel to have it in your face?
Oh, well,
Look, this is girl. You said it. You told him. Nothing has been achieved yet, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing has been achieved yet, at all. Nothing. Ben Shapiro asked a question she never answered. She's asking questions Ben Shapiro's not even getting a chance to even answer.
I mean,
Because I'm sick and tired of the shit that you have put against my community, especially black trans women. Because you constantly.
Woo! Time out. Whoa. So you not only think that you are a man, now I can throw Ben Shapiro. How could you? I would throw it straight at her and be like, what do you mean your community? Black trans women. Since when have you been black? Since when have you been black? Now, I can say, when have you been black? You are a trans man. You're a biological woman. So if you're saying, for one, black trans women, you don't fit the description of neither of those. Neither of those. Because a black person, you don't fit that description. A trans woman, you don't fit that description. Because a trans woman is a man who was born biologically a man that transitions to a woman. So what do you mean your community? Shouldn't your community consist of white trans men? See, because the thing is, the reason why I'm saying this, folks, is because I know that this girl is just throwing shade right now just to try to go in. So now that I know that we're not trying to talk to get to a compromise, you want to go there, I'm going to flame you right back. I'm going to interrupt you and flame you back because I can tell you right now the conversation is not going anywhere. It's just about to be about, she about to rant, just a pissed off woman, probably PMSing, about to go off.
Constantly disregard all of our needs and then use us politically as a pawn when we're 1% of the population. Why not focus on the economy itself? All of us are struggling, and you want to focus on trans people. You want to focus on a black woman when this is clearly a glass cliff situation. America's falling apart, and let's give it a woman right when it's all falling apart when we'd had, 50 men run it and it looks like shit? Look at where we're at. Truly, where do you think that?
Look at where we're at? You mean freedom? You mean the fact that you even have the freedom to turn yourself from a woman to look like a beastly, barely man? Is that what you're talking about? Who allowed you to do that, ma'am? Men, huh? The fact that you are talking about things about equality and equal rights and all stuff. Who allowed you to get that? Men. What are you talking about, Ben? Come on, Ben.
That we're heading. I mean, it's so funny to watch white supremacy just fall apart the way that it is. And you ride so hard because guess what? In other countries around the world, women are not having children. And why is it? Because of the patriarchy and all the violence that men perpetuate and all of this idea that abortion is somehow going to solve it all by.
What are you talking about? If what you said, ma'am, that the patriarchy is the reason why women aren't having kids, if you're thinking in the terms that you're thinking, because I know how a lot of you women think, not when I say you women, these particular women of a certain mindset, really far left, a lot of radical women, you think this way about the patriarchy. Usually patriarchy, in the way that you guys have it in your mind, is about men beating his chest. You shut up, woman. You cook, you clean, have my children. If that's the patriarchy, then it would be absolutely the opposite of what you're saying, ma'am. It would be these men forcing these women to have children, just getting them pregnant, right? So, like I said, I told y'all, this is just a ranting, sound like a random woman PMSing.
Forcing women to have abortion instead of focus on, because guess what? In other countries around the world, women are not having children. And why is it? Because of the patriarchy and all the violence that men perpetuate, and all of this idea that abortion is somehow gonna solve it all by forcing women to have abortion instead of focusing on the real problems that we're facing in our society. We're just gonna completely ignore that. And we're just gonna go, you know what? The line item is, let's make women have babies so that we can continue this capitalistic society that we have. Why are we doing that? What? I mean, why? Because you want to push white supremacy and because you want to make your check? It does great for you. Meanwhile, people like me have to live with the consequences of all of your rhetoric that you put on a daily basis.
Which is exactly what? Which is exactly what? Can we say that right now in America, we got to live with y'all 1% rhetoric where y'all are all in TV and everything like that on air, y'all in cartoons and Disney? You know, everything that people got to almost lose their job because they don't want to call y'all by y'all pronouns because you feel you're something that you're not? What are you talking about? That's Ben.
And including my entire community and the intersectionalities
I like
of
what
black
Ben did with his
women,
hands right there. Watch what Ben Shapiro
men.
does.
I mean, why? Because you want to push white supremacy and because you want to make your check? It does great for you. Meanwhile, people like me have to live with the consequences of all of your rhetoric that you put on a daily basis. And including my entire community and the intersectionalities of black women, men that experience SA, trans people, everyone that comes in. And I'm so sick of the idea that you can come in with this bravado that you're this big guy that knows things because you can talk fast, you have statistics. But really, what does it really matter at the end of the day if you are harming the entire American? This guy's been accused of rape, Trump, in like court documents, and you're backing the guy. Like, you have children. How could you do that to your own? Don't you have a daughter? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? I've never seen such a party just completely like the American idea, what we believe in as a country.
I have no idea. This chick is just ranting. She is just ranting. I'm like, look, just don't even understand. You're, ma'am, even though you are a trans man, do you even understand that right now real men, like real men looking at you like you a chick. You are a chick. And let me tell you this. If you were a real man, I'm just keeping it real. If you were a real man around real men, we would look at you and be like, bro, you know, you acting like a girl right now. Like this is how you know the difference between us, real men and real women. We would literally look at you and say, you are over here, and we would say other words like, you acting like a bee. And that's just like another little way to just say you acting like a girl, you acting weak. Feminine energy, you acting like a chick. And that's what you literally are. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Real men are not looking at you like, oh, look at this dude up here. Look how dude talking to Ben Shapiro. No, we looking at like you are a girl. Do you even understand that you even look weak right now? What you're doing? You just and don't you and what about the people and the black trans and they go up there and I'm sick of you because you talk fast and you don't do that because I don't want to do that. I ate a piece of chicken yesterday and did you know that chicken is white and why can't it be brown? How come people say that the dark meat is the worst? I'm so sick of the red now guys, if I start doing it, y'all be like, dude, Ty, chill out. You kind of getting a little girlish, man. I'm telling you, some of y'all want to understand this. Real men with real masculinity literally just sees a chick right now. I don't care how much facial hair is over there. We see through all that and just, that's a chick. You acting like a chick.
It's not what you're perpetuating. It's diversity. Could you do that to your own? Don't you have a daughter? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? I've never seen such a party just completely like the American idea, what we believe in as a country is not what you're perpetuating. It's diversity. It's giving you tired, hungry, and poor. The Google phone you have in your pocket is because of all of the diversity we've had.
Pause.
I gotta catch that last
Legitimately
part.
poor. The
Okay,
Google phone
pause.
you have in your pocket
Pause.
is because of all of
Pause.
the diversity we've had.
Pause.
Pleasure to meet you.
So she got up and said, pleasure to meet you, and called him a D. That's kind of sexist, ain't it? Considering you don't have one. Ha! Man, y'all, anyway, as you can see right there, I don't care who you are. Most of my fellas, most of my mentees, most of my men that I grew up around, y'all know good and well that we're just keeping it real. When we, if let's just say if that was a real man, we would like pull him off to the side and home that in, like, bro, you're like, dude, what's up with all that sound? You up there ranting like a woman, man. Like, see what I'm saying, y'all? This is what we do. I know y'all don't like it. I'm just telling y'all the truth. When men get together, we will sit there and we look, we don't have no problem calling out BS. We'll sit there and we'll talk about other men. This is how you lead your family, man. This is what you got to do. Young men, when you become a father, when you become a husband, these are things you must do in your home to protect your family, protect your wife, protect your children. You know, establish your domain. Nobody going, shut up, woman. I beat chest. You cook food. You shut up. You give me Nobody's saying anything like that. But the point is, we know that when men are moving right in their masculinity, we literally look at stuff like what you just seen this woman doing, who looks like a man. We literally look at that and like Ben was doing. Okay, Ben, you good, bro. But I would have interrupted because like I told you, the fact that I know and I understand that this person is just in there to throw shots right now, I would have been all over that. I would have just interrupted her and just jumped in and just let it. But Ben sat back and probably was like, you know what? I do have a daughter and you're ranting just like my daughter right now. So I'm just going to sit back and let you blow off the steam because you're probably PMSing. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think of this right here. Do you think Ben did the right thing just by chilling? Or do you think that this all was just like a setup, like just we're going to set him up just to let this person rant? It's no point in doing this. This was not a debate. This is not an argument. This was just a woman ranting and going off on Ben Shapiro. That's what they should have named it. That's all it was. A woman ranted and went off on Ben Shapiro and got up and walked away. Ben Shapiro never got the rebuttal. Ben Shapiro never got to challenge none of the things that she was saying at all. And the other people just, what came out of that besides y'all just saying, ooh, she said something to Ben Shapiro, but what was accomplished? Idiots. Anyway, let me know what you guys all think about this by leaving it in the comments below after this video. Don't forget, if you would like to see the next video that I don't know, do what y'all see in that cloud right there. If y'all have a cell phone and there's one person in your contact list that you know would benefit from this channel, please let them know about this channel if you would, please. Now, the next video that I would do in chronological order, most likely is going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety on this channel is down here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.